Prosperity gospel has taken another turn. In fact, a new turn. New revelations are coming out every day. In this video, I want to present to you the most recent revelation. And it is coming from a preacher with a fresh new idea about poverty and sin. He is a handsome young man by name Pastor Korede. Listen to his bold claims.
Poverty is a sign of ungodliness. To be poor means there is sin in your life. Unfortunately, people think it is those that are rich that have sin in their life. Never trust the holiness of a poor man. Listen, you can't carry girlfriend. The resources are not there. You can't go to Dubai and buy a house and keep a woman. You don't have the money. Anybody that has money and serve God is truly holy. There are some of you, your holiness is poverty imposed. There's nothing you can do. It's poverty imposed. So you just keep quiet. You just say, oh Lord, I love you. Everybody hear me. People don't know scriptures. For 30 pieces of silver, Judas sold Jesus. So money problem led Christ to the cross. Poverty in the life of one of his disciples is the reason why they nailed him. Surely the problem money is going to cause, the wahala. Everybody, let me say this: you will never see somebody betray you that money is not in their hearts. Never. They may not agree, they may not say it, but I'm telling you, there is always 30 pieces of silver. They crucified him and left him there on the cross, and he can resurrect there. Then a billionaire, Joseph of Arimathea, a billionaire that can talk the language of the king, he walked into Pilate's palace and demanded for the body of Christ. There are scriptural prophecies, only rich people can fulfill it. There are scriptural prophecies, only rich people can fulfill it. Shout with me, I'm one of them.
As you would expect, a Bedamina is going to disagree with this.
Somebody sent me a video where a preacher in this country said that if Jesus was rich, he wouldn't have died. That Jesus died because he was poor. That is an insult to the work of redemption. Whoever is a spiritual father of such pastors needs to cover his face in shame and call them to the backyard in the kitchen and take them through class 101, in fact 001, so they stop disgracing him. Well, I don't blame them. Some of them, the father is as bad as the son. You cannot worship God beyond what you know. You cannot worship God beyond what you know. Some people, all they know is money. The God they know is money. They don't know any God outside money. You see that? That's why some people will say that the devil does not fear a man that prays like he fears a man that has money.
The devil likes prayer, he fears prayer, but he's not afraid of you if you don't have money.
Because the God they know is money. Bible says whose God is their stomach.
Ebedamna is not alone in his attack against the proponents of the idea that poverty is a sign of sin or is a sign of ungodliness. Listen to another Oga of the gospel, Pastor Kisiana Isiri, saying the same thing.
That is why a preacher can stand in the pulpit and tell people that you cannot trust the holiness of a poor man. He doesn't know God. And I'm not missing what he doesn't know God.
Finally, here is my take on the issue. Korede Komaiya said, poverty is a sign of ungodliness. To be poor means there is sin in your life. Is this biblical? Of course, it is not biblical. We can use the case of Job to answer this question and say that it's not biblical. Job became poor at the time in his life, and his friends who came to console him accused him that he must have sinned. That was why he lost all his wealth. He was poor for a time, but we discovered that God was testing him. That was why God took away all his wealth. In fact, the whole book of Job is written to counter the fact that people think poverty is a sign of sin. So it is not true. He also said, never trust the holiness of a poor man. Okay, let me start with the last one. Let's take it one by one. You can't trust the holiness of a poor man. That is a fact anyway. Somehow it's true. Having money gives you the freedom to exhibit who you are. For example, a lot of monogamists will become polygamists if they had the money for more wives. Another example is that you don't know if you will be materialistic until you have the money to buy material things. So this statement can be correct. That statement doesn't prove that poverty is a sign of ungodliness. It does not. It doesn't also prove that our poverty is what took Jesus to his cross. It doesn't also prove it. My question is this. I'm directing this question at this young preacher who said that poverty is a sign of ungodliness. The first question is, are all those poor missionaries in the mission field right now who are behind civilization, they live in huts with the villagers, they don't have car, they don't have houses, is it because they are sinners, that is why they are poor? My second question is this: does he also know that righteousness can actually make you poor? There are decisions of life you can take that can make you poor, and that decision of life can be a godly decision. So it is not true. You can become poor as a result of your decision to deny ungodliness, and God will take glory in your poverty until he lifts you up through righteous means with time. My third question is this: was Lazarus a sinner? If he was a sinner, he couldn't have made heaven, could he? Lazarus is an example of a righteous man who was poor, and the proof that he was righteous was that he made heaven. So poverty is not a sign of ungodliness. Pastor, I want to tell you this: your message is not balanced. Your message is not balanced. Your message is not balanced. It is only God that knows the motive you have for preaching this gospel. I just hope that you are not one of those transitional gospel preachers who love to twist the truth just to get money from the members. Finally, on this, the truth is that poverty smears. Nobody wants to be poor. If only I can find out the sin I am committing that has kept me from becoming a millionaire, I will stop it immediately. But that doesn't mean that sin is what causes poverty. It doesn't mean. Thanks for watching my video. Please comment, let me know how to improve. Help me share, like, and comment. Meet you in the next video. God bless you.